Hi, and welcome to the sixth in a series of tutorials introducing you to the basics of using Google Drive. So this tutorial is going to feature comments, and comments are again, a really useful part of using Google Docs, and one of the ways that if you're using it in lessons, you will be able to have some dialogue with your teachers and get your work marked and get feedback for your work. So what I've done is I've shared a document here. If I go to shared with me, assignment outline, and I've had this document sent to me here, and you'll notice that it's highlighted and that there is a comment along the side. Here's the structure of my assignment. Can I give some feedback? Many thanks. So what I can do is I can actually provide some comments, add the comments to the work, and then when the person logs back into their Gmail account and their Google account and has a look at the file, they will see the comments that I've added. So let's say, for instance, I want to comment on the title. I can just highlight that, click comment, and the comment I would put there would be, you need to give a clear title. Not very good typing for me then, it might. So then then that comment will be visible when the person logs back in again. And if I click on this comment as well, what I can actually do, I can reply to a comment. So I can say here, no problem, I have added some comments. I hope that they help. And then what I might say is as well, bad points. Maybe I don't like that he's put bad points, and I would rather, he said, I think it would be better to say even better if. Okay, so the comments are very clear. And if I click the comments at the top, then they kind of appear in this list down here. So I've actually been able to select portions of the text and add a comment to the text. Now, commenting only works on Google Docs, documents that are created within Google Drive. If somebody sends a Word document, you can add an overall comment at the top, but you can't select individual bits of the text, which I think is a really useful feature, and actually comment on the individual sections. But you can still provide an overall comment at the top of a document. So what would be quite interesting is to see what John, in this case, would see when he logs into his Google Drive account again and has a look at the comments. So we'll pause the video and we'll come back to see what it looks like for the person who sent the work. Okay, so I've now switched Google Drive accounts, and I've now got this is the account that I used to create that comment, the document that we've just commented on. And you can see on the last modified thing in view I've got here that the last modification was from Viner Park School Digital Leaders. So if I click on this document here and I open it up, there visible are all the comments that I added to that piece of work. It tells me when the last edit was made, and also up here this little icon shows that the document is shared. So it's a really useful feature of Google Drive to be able to do that. So make sure when you're setting the sharing settings on a document, if you want somebody to be able to comment on your work, that you set it up so that they can comment and not just view. Okay, so that's a brief look at using comments in Google Drive.